Queen of Wands can be anyone. This could be a male, this could be a female. This is they, them energy. There's just because it's a queen doesn't mean it's a woman. This person is really good or has been good in the past at kind of allowing themselves to like offset some kind of like fault or blame or shame or anger, like the way that they displace. It could just really displace their anger a lot onto you or to other people. But I kind of feel like you are good at not holding that, taking on that image of what they're sort of trying to place onto you. So there's something about this not working for them anymore, or it's not going to work for them anymore, or it's only a matter of time until this does not work for them anymore, until something happens that they cannot come back from. The Magician and the Emperor in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse. This person has really heavy issues when it comes to control. Because I want to say they're trying to control themselves. They're trying to control their inner child. And I didn't want to get into this reading that intensely. But this is like what was coming through with the High Priestess in the first, like before I even started pulling tarot cards. It's this energy of somebody wanting to kind of like control their inner child into like submission here, because when they like let their inner child speak, their inner child is very upset, is very angry, has a lot of rage because maybe they were silenced when they were younger, right? And there's also something about you maybe feeling like how they would offset their anger onto you. It's like they want to like energetically or emotionally wrestle you into submission because you see their inner child. So if you see that, then they have to work on that. And so if you don't see it, if you're quiet, if their inner child is quiet, then they feel like they have everything under control by their means and their power. And that is something that they have done that it's now being brought to their awareness. And the Sun in reverse. This is something that has not been exposed. And then death. It's like the end of an era. And now the Eight of Wands is upright. So, Judgment in reverse. Just think of it. Repent. I feel like this person, they tried to kind of outrun this for a really long time, but now it's all landing right in front of them. It's something that they're gonna kind of have to surrender to, and ego death is coming this person's way. Judgment in reverse. This is gonna be a big mind-boggling thing for this person. And now Temperance is upright. Because it's their guides kind of being like, yeah. It's their guides being like, look, I don't know who taught you in your life or in your childhood that like to do things this way, to view things this way, that this is the way to heal or to do things, but that's delusional. Like, that's not... Somebody's guides want them to heal. That is what Temperance is. But they've been trying to heal this and they've been very unsuccessful at it with the Six of Wands in reverse. I feel like if anything, this person hasn't really been healing this. This person has been coping with it with Temperance. And they've also been trying to get themselves feeling like they're together enough to where they feel like it's, hidden from them. So it's like if it's not in their line of sight, they don't have to see themselves react like this, or if they don't have to see the actual roots of the issues here, then like everything is fine and that they are healing it, but that it's not. The King of Wands in reverse, and then the Nine of Wands, and then the Two of Cups. If this person feels like them being seen is the thing that is hurting them and taking their confidence away from them. So they're kind of like, they're not fully self-aware yet that like this is empowering them. Like when you see yourself correctly, you now get to work on yourself in a way where you actually can have real confidence. But they're like, no, this is something that ruined all my confidence because it changed my whole way of thinking, right? So this person may be somebody who is, it's like they were perfectly fine with how things were before you came around. Might have been like a way that they try to tell themselves to sort of cope with this. This person is heavily resistant to this change, but it looks like there's something, I want to say from a year ago, where this is something that they are being kind of placed in a position in their life to no longer be able to handle this way or to avoid. So how this has to do with you, I don't think this is a romantic relationship. I feel like this was a friendship with the Two of Cups. And I feel like this is something that, if this was a friendship that did turn sour, it looks like this person never really fully made that connection or that understanding about themselves. The unicorn is reminding me like La La Land, like this person. But if you are still friends with this person, it kind of is looking like this is something where you're maybe noticing that this person is dealing with like a lot of frustration, not in their situation with you, not as it pertains to you, but just in their life in general. But then it's like you see how they can get snappy. It's like it's not something where it's like you guys have your own personal problems together, and when you try to hash those out, like you're both upset at each other. It's like this person directs their frustration and their angers at you because they're going through stuff. That Seven of Swords just came back out. There is something that they do that is like, they do this to sort of like try and, it's like I'm looking at this Two Swords that are kind of left behind here, and the Seven of Swords, like energetic, like residue. So they might say certain things to get a certain reaction out of you, or they try or they attempt to do that, and then it's like, if that reaction can happen, or if they can do this thing, it's like that's another attempt for this person to try to convince themselves of the Delulu thing. The last two parts, if these little grenades like get you, or get you to like actually get hung up on those little things, then it's like they can get the residue off their hands, kind of thing. It's like there's more than where that came from, because this is a deeply rooted thing for this person. The Six of Swords in reverse. This person is somebody who likes to try and start chaos in little deceptive ways through like not telling full truths, because they're wanting to see the result of like, it's like a power thing. This person gets off on power trips. Isn't that a fun reading? It seems like this is relevant to know, and I'm spending so much time talking and giving this person energy, because it seems like this is something that's going to be in your immediate like energy pretty soon. So this could be something where you have an event coming up with this person, or this is a family member that you have to be around. This is maybe something they're going to do, and there's something about like there's something about you just sort of like not about you like knowing this beforehand.